So the team leader, they're primarily responsible for team member accountability. If you're the team leader, get to know your team, know their names, know their strengths and weaknesses, know what they're comfortable doing, know what experience they have. If you're doing a damage assessment, you have time, you're walking, you're looking around to see what's going on. Get to know everybody. You want to make sure the people you leave with make it back to the staging area. If you get back to the staging area and go, my third member fell into a ditch and we couldn't radio it in because that was the radio operator, but I don't know his name. I think it might be Bob. Maybe it was James. It just looks bad. And certainly your other team members are not going to feel very comfortable around you at that point. It's just good thing, it's building that relationship with your team. When you're about to deploy, as a team leader, you've talked to the staging manager, you know the role that your team is playing, relay that to your team. What is the goal? What mission? What objectives are we going to accomplish? As team leader, emphasize team safety as a priority. Explain, okay, so this is what we're doing. I need everybody to be safe. We're all making it back. If you have a problem, let me know as soon as you realize there's a problem. If you have any concerns, let me know right now. If there's any limitations I need to know about, tell me right now. I'm not going to judge you. I just need to be aware so that I don't put you in a scenario where your weakness is exploited or you encounter a problem that you can't get around. If you're afraid of the sight of blood, let me know. Let me put you in a position where you're going to be able to succeed at. I don't want to set you up for failure. And make sure everybody knows that team safety is everyone's responsibility. Everyone needs to watch out for everybody. It's not just that the team leader's making sure the team is safe. The team members need to make sure the team leader's safe. There should be a distance between the team leader and the team members so that you don't all get taken out by that bus that veered off the road and hit some people. If everyone gets taken out, nobody reports it in. But if there's some distance between you and the rest of your team members, it reduces the chance of something unexpected taking out the entire team. Encourage constant communication. If we're in a scenario that we've never actually experienced. A lot of us were not, well, I was, but a lot of us have never been in a major earthquake. This is the first time I've been in an earthquake that's caused the power to go out and buildings to collapse and has probably killed people. I don't know what is ahead of me, and I'm afraid. I'm scared. That communication, talking that out between the team members, is how the team is going to succeed. If everybody isolates and walls themselves off and encounters a problem they've never experienced before and freezes up, it helps nobody. Lastly, remember, as a team leader, you're the team leader. You're not the boss. I can't emphasize that enough. You're not telling people what to do. You're there to make sure they succeed. Good leadership requires you to surround yourself with people of diverse perspectives who can disagree with you without fear of retaliation. If you're the team leader, one of your team members needs to be able to say, I don't think this is a good idea, and then hear them out. Maybe they have experience with something that is their expertise, but you think, I am the team leader, I'm the one who's in charge, I know everything, and I know more than the people who are subordinate to me. You're going to get people killed, possibly yourself killed. Always listen to people. Encourage them to bring up any concerns that they have. You're there as a team. You succeed as a team. The team leader doesn't succeed without the team members. The team members don't succeed without the team leader. You're a group. What kind of qualities should a team leader have? I mentioned this before. A team leader needs to be decisive. A team leader needs to be able to make decisions quickly, but take the input of the team. Make sure that you don't need to get everyone's input, but if somebody has input, listen to them. Analyze the information you're receiving, make a decision, but don't second guess yourself either. If you decide, hey, all the information says this, we're going to go ahead and do it, but I'm a little not sure because I've never done this before, and I'm constantly thinking maybe this was a bad idea, maybe I don't know. That is not going to give your team confidence in your ability to be the team leader. You're there to set an example, but you're also there not to be the boss. If you're analyzing the situation and it changes and there's new information, don't be afraid to change your mind at that point. Say, okay, we thought it was safe, but those bodies over there in that grouping, that tells me there's a problem. We should back out, reassess this, and make sure that we don't end up next to them on the floor, on the ground, unconscious, or possibly worse. If something is not working, don't keep doing it over and over again. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different outcome. Stop, back out, reassess, change the course of action, try something new. It is not a sign of weakness. You should be good at communicating. You know the goals because you've been told what the goals are and objectives, and you should tell your team, communicate with them. They need to be on the same page as you are. You're not, this isn't some top secret thing that it's on a need to know basis. If you're going out there, your team should know the exact information you have, because what happens to you if the team leader gets taken out and nobody knows what's going on? That doesn't accomplish anything. Or if for some reason you can't continue, you need to be able to hand it off, and everyone should know what's going on. Hopefully that's clear. Hopefully there's no questions about that. Don't be secretive, just communicate. You have to be level-headed. Having emotions are natural. Having responses to stimuli is natural. Things happen, things change, but you can't let your emotions drive the action. You have to be able to say, okay, that was unexpected, but that doesn't change anything. Let's continue on. You're the voice of reason. You're the voice of stability for your team members. They need to be looking to you for an example. If you're the type of person who gets jittery, jumpy, things that change and are unexpected or surprising to you, you might not be the best person to be a team leader. Sorry to break it to anybody who thinks that. Additionally, you have to be flexible. The situation is always going to be dynamic and always changing. If you can't adapt and change with it, and you say, okay, well, the mission was this, and suddenly there's a giant fire in our way, but we need to push through and get through the fire so we can complete the mission, you're all going to die in a fire. So you need to adapt to change or you're going to fail. I know that some of these examples are probably not, the best, but hopefully they make sense. And this one I can't really emphasize enough. You need to learn how to follow as much as you need to learn how to lead. If you're not a good follower, you're not going to be a good leader, because you understand also what it means to be a follower, what it means to be following a good leader, and what it means to be following a bad leader. And that dynamic is going to help you be a good leader. And sometimes you have to change it up and go, okay, I am not the right person to be the leader right now. You over there, you sound like you're better suited for this particular task. You have more experience with this. You got assigned to my team, but as we're talking, it sounds like maybe you're more experienced than I am, and you didn't want to step up, but quite frankly, I am not the right person to be the team leader right now. I need you to take over. That's acceptable. That should be encouraged. Don't keep doing something that doesn't make sense. Don't be the team leader for the sake of being the team leader. Hope that's clear. Makes sense to everybody. Oftentimes, the person who wants to be the team leader is not the best person to be the team leader. The team leaders, if you're looking at a group and asking who wants to be the team leader, there will be people who will step forward, shoot up their hand, push people out of the way so they're the ones in front. Look towards the back. The people who are better team leaders are usually not the ones who push people out of the way to be the team leader. But they're willing to step up when they're called upon. They're also willing to step down when someone else is better. Keep an eye out for those people. The person who wants to be the tip of the spear and dive into the action should not be the team leader. You might have a lot of experience as a team as doing something, an EMT, a firefighter, whatever, but you need to resist the urge to jump forward, and if you're the team leader, to jump into the action. Step back. Make sure that you have the discipline to hold off jumping in there for the betterment of your team. The best team leaders want to push their team members to shine, and they're okay if they don't take the credit or are not given the credit themselves. They want the team to succeed because the team succeeds, and they're going to succeed because of that. If you have someone who needs to be the person on top, the person who gets all the credit, and if that's you, I'm sorry to say, you're not the best team leader. That should not be the priority. Getting credit. You want the team to succeed. It's not about you. Now, it's not to say that subject matter experts are necessarily the best team leaders or the worst team leaders. It can be both. I'm an EMT, and I don't have a lot of field experience, but I've been certified. I've done trainings, I've done drills, I've run teams before. As a team leader, or let me take a step back. As a team member, if I'm an EMT, I can help one person at a time. If I'm a team leader, I can help multiple people help multiple people. So if I've got a couple pairs of first aid certified people, I can help them help more people than I can help myself. Hope that makes sense. But some people need to be hands-on. Those people, subject matter experts, should be encouraged to do the role that they feel suited towards. If they want to get their hands bloody, let them be the team member. If they want to help other less experienced members save people, let them be the team leader. Requires discipline. You have to be able to not jump in when you feel like it. You need to be able to step back and make sure everybody's being safe. Keep a 360-degree view of everything. Make sure you're helping your team members be the best that they can be. A team is successful if everyone gets home safely. A team leader's experience and training directly supports their team members, and the team leader guides the team, but does not drive them like a boss does. You're a team leader, not a boss. I want everybody to say this. I know you're all muted, but say this out loud. As soon as the team leader goes hands-on, the team leader ceases to be the team leader.